Hi guys, I will show you how I extracted the attendees of a conference to turn them into leads that you can reach out to book meetings before the conference, which is what is interesting for us, right? Not being passive in these conferences because it can be a lot of such a waste of time. So here I have my attendee directory. So you can see that I have different information here. I have 271 attendees total. And here the people already filled in some information. So name, some description, job title, company probably, and the LinkedIn URL. For the record, obviously people would not enter this before the conference, so I'm recording this video after the conference, and some people already filled in their LinkedIn info, which was not the case when I did the scrapping. It is still relevant though to show you the workflow, and in any case, a lot of these people don't have their LinkedIn profiles, right? Anyway, so let's dive in. This page is obviously password protected, so I don't want to go through the pain of setting up like a complex API scraper or anything. So what I would do is just reducing the size of the screen. As you can see, there are 18 people in each page, so I can here fit 9 people in my page. Then what I would do is just screenshotting that and sending these to Gemini or whatever AI of your choice, right? And say, extract the following info, first name, last name, job, role, company, and if we have it, selected profile, right? And ta-da, AI does its magic and it works, right? So that is great and all. As you can see, I have maybe 16 pages here. I would just replicate the process. So 2 screenshots per page, 16 pages. Let's say each page takes you like 30 seconds top. So it's like 8 minutes to extract all the data, which is way faster than setting up any other type of automation, right? So in less than 10 minutes, you have your 271 leads into a Google Sheets format. What's great about Gemini is that you can export the result to Sheets directly. That's what I did here. I think I have less leads because, yeah, it was before the conferences, so I only have 246 leads here. But as you can see, all the info was correctly filled in, right? First name, last name, job, company. Great. What I want to do now is download this as a CSV. Great. And then head to AirScale. AirScale is a great tool. If you know Clay, it's kind of a Clay alternative, let's say, that is way simpler, way cheaper, and that can do most of the heavy lifting that you have to do in your daily life as a go-to-market professional, as a salesperson, marketing, whatever. Okay. So you have a lot of playbooks here. What I would do is just import people as CSV. I will map my columns, job title, company name, right? Upload. And then it's very easy to use, as you can see. Yes. So as you can see here, all my info was filled in. And what I want now, so my priority is to extract these people's LinkedIn profiles, right? Again, we're just considering these people did not enter their LinkedIn profiles already. So there is actually a native integration for that in AirScale. So I can go in, find social profiles, find the LinkedIn profile URL, select all rows, map the columns, first name, last name, company name, use LinkedIn profile URL, and run workflow. And then it will do its thing and basically extract or find the LinkedIn profiles of the person I want, right? It's done. As you can see, a lot of info was found, which is obviously amazing. Let's check if I have some people. Yeah, obviously I have some people who were not found. But as you can see, it's only like 25 people out of 246. So only 10% of accounts, which is obviously amazing, like really good results. What I could do is try again, but in my own way. So let me select. And then what I can do is use AI here only on the 25 selected rows. So the people that were not found. And as you can see, there is no really reason why it wouldn't find them, right? So that person here, I have name, I have the company, I have even a job. So why no reason not to find them, right? So I will give the agent web access. Yeah, use it here and say find the LinkedIn profile of the following person, first name, last name, and I will enter all the variables that I need, right? These are dynamic variables. So for each row, it will change. Obviously, that's the point of using such a tool, job title, right? And I will add, because it's an AI only, output the URL. Okay. And I will only run it for the 25 people who are not found. Run workflow. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think it created me another column because here it will say that the search is complete basically. And here it will give me the results, but whatever, I don't care. And that's the beauty of such a tool is that for every row, right, it will perform the same search. So I can really leverage AI at scale. So as you can see, most people were found. So out of 25 people that were not found, I only now have one, two, okay, only two people were not found, right? Which is amazing. So obviously I don't trust 100% the automation here. So what I could do, let's focus on this column. So I could merge the columns and everything, but I won't do it here for the sake of simplicity. What I want to do now is to extract some info from these profiles, right? I want to enrich and get these person's profiles, right? So I would pick that and run the workflow. And what that will do is to go to these profiles and extract relevant information, all the information from the profile, actually. Great. So here it extracted some data. And as you can see, I have all the information from the LinkedIn profile here, which is pretty interesting. And what I want to do basically is extract a few info. So I can create new columns here just to see more easily that specific info. So for instance, the headline. I also want, I could extract the summary also, which is like the little bio that you have on LinkedIn. I can't extract the here what I wanted, which was the job title and the company associated to it. But I've talked to the support and they just posed it. So it's a great tool anyway that can allow us to do a lot of stuff and actually doesn't prevent us from moving forward. What I just wanted to do was to double check, right? So what I can do here is like for all rows, I can give it access to internet and double check if the LinkedIn profile is the right one. So create a new column and say double check if LinkedIn profile URL is the right one for the following person. And again, we can do first name, last name, company name, job title, and I will add all the info that I extracted from the LinkedIn profile. So I could typically add the company extracted from the LinkedIn profile and the job title from it. All right. But I can do it now. So I will just extract the headline. Just output good. Let's keep it simple here. Good, not good, or unsure. Right. And run the workflow. What's great about AirScale especially is that the access to AI is way cheaper than in other tools. So this only costs me 1 credit per row. And I have, like, as you can see, 5,000. So I don't really care. So the workflow is still running, but as you can see here, we have a lot of profiles that were good. I can only select the one that are not good. And as you can see, it's like 29 out of 246, which is pretty decent, right? And I'm like 75% into the workflow. So yeah, even if I have like 40 profiles to check, it's way, way faster than to check all of these manually, right? So what I end up with is basically a LinkedIn profile, a verified LinkedIn profile for every lead that I have here, every person that I have here. What I want to do now is to do the same, but for companies, right? What I want is to find the LinkedIn URL. So I will do exactly the same. Actually, you have two ways to do it. If you have all the info from the profile data here, so for instance, you also have what I wanted here, which is in organizations, the job title and the company, I could extract that data and it will be even easier, right? Because since I verified the LinkedIn profile, I know that this person works in this company and this company should be the same as this one. I can actually double check that, right? I could ask the AI, go and visit this URL and check that it's the same as the company name that I extracted from the attendance list to be certain that this person really works here. So I could do that. Or what I can do is also, as I was about to do, find the LinkedIn URL from the company name. So the company name is here and I can run it, and then it will go on Google and search from that, which is also possible. And as you can see, it finds me pretty quickly the results. So you have multiple ways of doing it. The most important thing is to always double check, because obviously, I mean, you're running that on almost 250 rows, right? So you want it to be as precise as possible then, because there will be mistakes, whatever the tool, whatever the process that you go through, but it will still be way faster than if you had to manually extract all the profiles, right? So now what I have is basically for each person, I have a LinkedIn profile, like a personal LinkedIn profile and a company profile. And then what I can do, the same as for people, I can now extract data from the LinkedIn company URL. It will work the same way. So here it's running. I think it's going to be fast. Yes. Okay. So as you can see here, all the data from the LinkedIn page was extracted, and we have very interesting data, such as the employee count that I want here to highlight as a whole column. That will be very useful to do our segmentation, right? That's the next step, is to segment our leads. I also want to extract, for instance, the industry. Also useful to do my segmentation. I also want to extract, I don't know. Basically, you could extract whatever. I could extract the website from it. Again, you have different ways of doing it. I could also have extracted, found the website directly with this. So I could um, use AI to find like a company profile, right? A company website. Actually, I can even do it from here, I think. I could just select the value and find the company domain directly with this workflow, or I can use it here from the LinkedIn profile. So yeah, that is really helpful to do our segmentation. Okay, so I actually came back to my initial table on AirScale where everything was clean so that it's easier for you to follow. As you can see, I did quite a few things, but I want to focus here on that. The founder that I'm helping is in the operation space, and they will want to target only operation leaders, right? And as you can see here, you have quite a lot of different profiles attending the conference. For instance, go-to-market, COO, CEO. And so what I wanted to do is to understand in which bucket these people would fall, right? And so what I did is just, I basically went here, ask AI to create a new job, and I will show you the prompt that I used. Yeah, that's what I did. You are a classifier. I'll give you one LinkedIn headlines string, which is this. And then I text it to segment the people, each person according to their headline, right? With only a few possible outcomes. So ops leader, ops consultant, founder, the job title, if nothing shows up, or I don't know, right? Yeah. So here I have, for instance, all the ops leaders, for instance, that will show up. So that is super useful for my segmentation, right? I don't have to go manually through each profile and understand if that person is generally a founder, is generally an operation leader that I want to talk to. It's the job is done for me, right? The last thing that I want to do is to enrich these people, and AirScale can also do it natively. So here you have email, you would just go there and run the workflow, right? And you know how enrichment works. It only asks for actually a few information, first name, last name, company name, or domain. And we have all this information, so we can run the enrichment workflow. And as you can see, a lot of emails were found, right? So to sum it up, we started with a list of roughly 150 people, right? With only first name, last name, job, and company. And what I have now is the same file, but with company domains, LinkedIn profile URLs, emails, LinkedIn headlines, even the segments, right? So is it something else? Is it the founder? Is it an ops leader and everything? The number of employees in the company, the industry of the company. So now that I have all that info, I can export this as a CSV, for instance, and then I can format that in a database to use it, right? And that's what I did here. So as you can see, I just added it in Notion because that's where we're working with my clients. And I have all that information in a added in a beautiful way because obviously it's Notion, so with labels and everything. And now I can do my segmenting, right? So that's what I did here, for instance. So let me show you the filters. So I added a few rules. So for instance, only target the companies between 100 and 2,000 employees. Only target ops leaders and founders. Only target the following industries that interest us and everything. So as you can see, out of 250 profiles, I ended up with only 10 profiles also in my ICP. But the good news is that I can make sure now that these 10 people are exactly the people that I need to talk to. And then that's exactly what I handed to the founder. And that's how he booked meetings, because it's so much easier to send an outreach message saying, hey, I've seen that you will be in this conference next week. Check your profile and XYZ. So would you have a coffee with me? And that is a very qualified um, intro message, right? Because they know that I've checked somehow that they will be at the conference, that I've checked their profile. And so obviously I want to meet you, right? Because you're um, interested in what I do and you took the time to check that out. So yeah, that's it. From that list of attendees, we just extracted that basic info, we enriched it with AirScale, and then we segmented it on any database, really. It can be Notion, it can be whatever, it could be on Google Sheets as well. So that now the heavy lifting is done and you can focus on where the human touch has value, right? Which is in the message. I could obviously automate the message, but with only 10 people that are in our bullseye ICP, we thought it would be way easier, faster, and even more powerful to reach out personally without automating anything. I hope that workflow was useful to you and that you liked it. Please let me know if you want me to do more of this. I'll see you in the next one.